Okay, you can say it again now.
3 days have passed. Tell me, who is up on the deck?
I think perhaps Ymira would be up on the deck.
Saffron,
Yes.
what is your minimum hit?
My minimum hit is 19.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm in the dark. It is pretty good, thank you.
Let's see.
Did it myself.
I'm just glad that he didn't follow it up with the but not good enough.
Oh, don't hurt me like that, please. Also, just for this particular episode, I don't know how good my mic is gonna sound because it fucked up on Zoom. So hopefully I sound good on Discord. And then
a little
hopefully
peaky, a little robotic.
Yeah, I know. I'm so annoyed by it. I don't know how to fix it, unfortunately. So hopefully it just fixes itself if I don't think about
You
it.
feel a nip at your heel that deals no damage.
She.
Got a bow tie.
I think her instinct would be dagger out, kill it, but she's gonna look this time.
Do you see?
Do I see what?
In references.
Oh, hello, distinguished gentleman. No, she's gonna. All right.
Bosun is heading down. She usually has the night shift. Ah. You met Hemingway here.
Hemingway. You named a bird Hemingway.
Well, he helps out. Hemingway looks at you. He's been fishing. Tell him he's a good lad.
She'll shoot her like a soft glare before looking at the bird. You're such a good boy for catching us fish.
Immediately, he opens his beak and presses it against his body to disgorge a disturbingly large amount of slimy fish all over your feet.
She doesn't even flinch, I don't think. She just looks down and then. Thank you. And she'll step out of it.
He then picks through the pile and chooses his reward, gulps it down, and then waddles into the under the deck.
Pleasant. So, are you going to clean the fish, or are you going to make someone else do it?
It's my job to make someone else do it.
She kind of...
Lewis, Hemingway got breakfast.
Breakfast?
Lewis heads up and he has he comes up with a prong fork and starts scooping up the fish into a pot.
You're not even going to wash. You know what? Live and let die. I'm assuming that means breakfast is going to be ready soon?
Soon enough.
Right, I'll go get the others.
Alright, who had the worst sleep. Theo.
Oh shit, I was muted. I'm so sorry. Yeah, he would be. He always has the worst sleep. I think even like Emira's bad sleep is like good sleep for Theo, by Theo's
haunted.
standards. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
You are going over your notes again. Rereading. You got that they were too human, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got that they were made, not born.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to consider the possibility space that you have before you. A realm is approaching that changes things, so it seems. And you have seen things that have been changed.
Mm-hmm.
There is movement by your door as the door swings open.
Look up quickly from my notes.
Pelican in a bow tie regards you, and then continues to waddle down the hall.
He'll kind of screw his face up a little bit and rub at his temple like, did I actually just see that, or am I just that sleep deprived? Am I hallucinating? But we'll nod and, he's seen worse things. He's seen stranger things than a pelican wearing a bow tie, so...
Cece, where are you?
I think she would be in the room still. Kind of just lying there,
Make a
looking at the ceiling.
resolve roll.
Oh, fuck you. What if I say no?
Well, then I'll treat it as a nat 1.
No! That's so mean. I can't believe you would say that to me. 23.
Would you like the ability to choose which room you're lying in?
Ooh. I mean... kind of.
Okay, which room are you lying in?
I think unless she had gotten protests from Hillary, she would have been in, like, Theo and Hillary's room.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a sock on the doorknob?
I think this was more of the two of them were just up late talking and then just fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Theo, you look back from the pelican at the door. To, the sleepy Cece.
Is she awake now?
Difficult question to answer. It's in that. Boy, these covers sure are heated by body heat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, drawing from my own personal experience a little bit here, like, the one time you get, like, a peaceful night's sleep is when you have someone to focus on next to you.
he'll look back to the door where this pelican just walked past and
Yeah.
look to Cece. You didn't see that, did you? And he'll mutter it just quite enough, hopefully, that if she is asleep, she doesn't wake up, but if she's awake, she hears it.
Didn't see what. And she'll like rub her eyes a
I
little
think it was
bit.
a pelican. It might have been a shoe bill. I'm not. It could have been one or the other. Was wearing a bow tie and it just walked past the door.
It had a bow tie on?
Yes, I mean that
Awfully
was
formal for a sky ship.
that stood out to me. as it would.
Mm.
I mean, I've never seen such a well-dressed bird.
It's awfully formal for a sky ship.
Maybe he's the mascot or something.
Maybe.
Or she. Sorry, I'm presuming.
What do you think they were doing down here?
No idea. Maybe this is normal on a sky ship. I've never been on one, so it's really hard to tell. I didn't wake you, did I?
No, you're alright. I've been kind of drifting in and out for a little bit. And she kind of like snuggles a little bit back into the covers.
He's gonna look back at his notes. Hillary's here, right? Is Hillary here? Or
You
is
look
that...
over.
Yeah. Yay,
Hillary-
you're muted.
I was actually going to say that
Just
Hillary
ignore me. Pretend I'm not here.
is at the captain's table
Oh,
Oh, so not
Oh.
even.
having morning tea with
There we go.
Ulrich.
that's good. That's good because I really didn't want to watch what was going on.
He was just gonna like
Literally
just gonna
nothing
show it.
happened.
Ulrich is going over the course that's being charted, and this is a lot more complex than you were thinking when you had set out.
Oh,
He's keeping track of sightings of the radio is coming in with sightings of storm cells. He's keeping track of the weather.
Is the weather changing on us?
Yes, but not unexpected. Just
Okay.
this time of year.
Yes. I can hear the wind, so it seems to be a little louder than before.
It's less the wind I'm concerned about, considering our landing possibilities.
Yeah, how soon before we reach land?
A few more days.
Ooh, okay.
Give or take a headwind. But
Sure.
there's been some talk. The country itself is not in its most stable right now.
You referring to South Endara?
Yes. With their Shah in exile, there's been some tumult.
What's the nature of this tumult? Is there open combat?
Smatterings of it.
Okay, so
but
we need to
reports
be...
by radio are spotty.
Is any of the activity centered around our location?
No, it's
Good.
They've been more concerned with attempting intermittent blockade. Royalists, it seems, have formed a sort of faction to attempt to destabilize the Hijar.
So they're going to try and create air blockade. That must be difficult to do, far more difficult than a ship blockade.
Yes, that would be quite difficult. I speak more of sea blockades.
Okay.
I believe, anyway.
Yeah.
The Blighters have access to... Well, anyway, I was more speaking for your sake once we've landed.
Okay. Well, I am well armed. I think we all are. So we're prepared for. I wasn't expecting to have problems with the local population, but they're relatively easy compared to other things we were thinking we might run into.
I long for your enthusiasm dealing with such uprisings.
Oh, I'd rather deal with humans than things from beyond our own dimension. Trust me.
Yes. He's thinking for a moment. He then stops for a second and turns in his chair and reaches over. Reaches over and grabs like a radio off the wall. Miranda, he says. Yes, comes the reply. Give an order to Lewis to keep a lookout for twin wings. All right. What kind? Or South End dog? Never mind. I just want to know if we come across anything. All right. It'd never be said that I don't trust your instincts, sir.
What'd you learn?
I'm just considering the possibility of an air blockade.
Yeah. I presume that the ship does not have any weapons. It's primarily for transport. The only weapons we have are those we carry.
But I did not get where I am by worrying about things that have yet to come to pass.
Aye. Well said. We just deal with them as they come, as best we can.
Speaking of which, what comes next is breakfast, I believe.
Ah! There we go.
Saffron.
Yes.
Your room is empty.
She was there last night, so she knew that Cece has decided to not engage with her.
Cece didn't come back.
Yeah. She realizes. She'll kind of look at the made bed, like untouched, and sigh before probably just like turning around and knocking on Theo's door. Like, it's not that far away.
All right. You walk up to Theo's door. It's, just half swung open.
It's open.
Breakfast is ready. And that's all she says, and she just turns around and leaves.
Okay. Breakfast is ready, apparently.
Okay.
What's you said this was day 3, right? What of the breakfast? Is it just been fish?
It has mostly been, so far, it's mostly been something that we would probably call like silver dollar pancakes, or like small pancake or flapjack. But they do introduce, they supplement their dry goods with fish.
Cool. Theo's not the biggest fan of fish. He's like, it's the bones. It's like the little bones. But he's good with flapjacks.
You certainly wouldn't be their favorite thing to their favorite sauce to put on everything is a kind of like sailor sauce. It's like a vinegar. It's like a fish oil based vinegar,
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
and it smells terribly.
Oh god. Lovely.
But sailors and cloud ship crews love them.
Yeah, well, they would. that's Theo's mentality towards it. Without being too much of a snob. Shall we? Or did you want to? Maybe I noticed there's some tension between you and Saffron.
We can go.
He'll lean forward
almost-
and give her a little kiss on the forehead, a little forehead kissy.
Just smile.
He is growing out his beard right now. He's not willing to shave at this point. It's like 3 days out. He's like, sailors don't shave.
Stacey,
Mm.
you get nerdy beard prickles on the bridge of
Oh,
Yeah.
very cute. I love it.
She giggles. It tickles a little bit, and she giggles and kind of like reaches up and like brushes the side of his cheek. You're growing it out.
I figured for the trip it's not exactly practical. Why do you hate it?
No. It's cute.
He'll blush a little bit. He doesn't quite know what to say about it. But he'll like help her up off the bed. Food. I probably won't be joining you, but if there's any flapjacks going, it's all very fishy, you know. Well, which is to be expected, seeing as we're flying over water, but. I missed the catechin already.
Do you want me to see if they have anything else for you?
It's okay, I'm sure there'll be something.
You need to eat, love.
I'm eating. I don't. I probably shouldn't say this, but you do know. No, I won't say. No. And he's like, no.
What?
You kind of sounded like your mother just then. In a good way. I think your mother's wonderful and very
Habits
nurturing.
die hard.
Definitely a compliment. Come on.
I will pass on the love when we get home then.
And we will get home. And
We
he'll take
will.
her hand and lead her out.
She'll go with them.
And he'll be like tucking the notes that he had into his pocket as he goes, with the intention of discussing this with Hillary.
All right. Make fortune rolls, everyone.
Ooh. Fortune.
14.
Nice. Then.
All right. Well, damn.
Oh.
Everybody's doing pretty, like, CC's a little
Everybody's
lowest
so
at 13.
lucky.
Like, that's
Hmm.
Breakfast is served. You know, this is a short jaunt, so you guys aren't getting hardtack or whatever.
Mm.
But congratulations, you are now dipping into the supply of like unleavened bread, right? For a lot of their snacks and breads are based off of like thin, crisp bread because baking does not work at this altitude the same.
Mhm.
I love that.
All right. So Hillary, you can learn about what details Captain Alric has learned.
Yes. Tell me
He
what you've.
Yeah, he reveals over the meal. You know, he's been getting reports that there's been a royalist faction that's trying to make moves.
Yes.
It's nothing that the Hijjar are overly worried about for, you know, for the stability of the country itself, but for certain regions, it could make things
Hmm.
more difficult.
Okay. But where we're going, there is not much activity by these royalists, though.
Where we land, there might be.
There might be. Do we have any information about the size of their troops or the size of their, unregulated militia?
It is, from what I can tell, from what, you know, just one. Okay. From what reports have been able to indicate, it is disconnected, but that also makes them unpredictable.
Okay.
Any attacks that have been reported as being no larger than a few dozen.
Few dozen. Well, that's a few more than we have. Okay, so we need to be alert. Is the temple we're going? Is the foliage thick there, or is
Indeed, we will be landing at Damarak.
Okay.
Or Damakad.
the Makat? Okay, and that's jungle area.
Quickly. It's on the
Okay.
coast.
On the I see. Okay. Okay. And so we might expect some type of action at the landing site then.
Yes.
Because if they go into the jungle, their numbers would be not have the same advantage as they do in the open.
It's true. And the largest attack was heard about from Nuvarti.
Hmm.
Apparently, the royalists took some hostages,
Oh,
made off
lovely.
with some supplies.
Hmm.
But the airports of Damakad are our destination, and I
Right.
don't think that we will have to worry too much about them until we land.
Yeah. Okay. But so we should have our weapons ready at the time of landing then.
Well, just keep your wits about you in the city.
Okay. So we'll be passing through the city before going back into the jungle then?
Indeed. You'll need to disembark at Damakad and take the train down south to Station 18.
I see. Okay. All right. I understand now. Okay, we have to transfer all this crap we have onto a train. Okay.
Where you are going is not exactly well traveled.
Yes. Well, Yes, that's why we're taking advantage of this airship here, because it's we're after some valuable plants right now. That's our primary aim, and I don't think the royals will be too interested in what we're up to as far as that's concerned. But
They are more concerned with disrupting any supplies that they can find.
Right. So they might be interested in disrupting the supply to the researchers then?
If they were wise, I think they would not be too concerned with us.
You would think so, because it's a small population and nothing.
But they may not be able to tell military supplies from financial aid, from relief supplies, from medicines. And they may have no concern as long as it's from the east. They may think that it's worth disrupting.
Understood. Their intelligence is not terribly keen, and they're just interested in creating chaos.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. It's a good theory, and we'll see what happens once we land. We may find more information at that
Indeed.
time.
Hopefully the Hijab will have this mess sorted out before we even land.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear they're jumping on it right away then.
It would be so kind.
Yes.
Saffron is to pass me the vinegar sauce.
He asked her.
Yep.
Yes.
She's been
You
sat
were just
there.
next to it.
She's been sat there very quietly. She hasn't really touched her food. She's more kind of like just chopped it up to look like she's touched it.
No, I've learned you gotta eat hearty on these trips. You gotta keep up your strength.
Her mind is elsewhere. But when he says her name, she kind of... Sorry?
The vinegar sauce, dear, next to you.
Right. She'll grab it and...
It's the one that smells.
I guess I know what vinegar sauce is, Hillary. She'll grab it and give it to him.
This is fish vinegar.
Mmm.
It's quite tasty, actually.
I hope all of you have finished your breakfast, except for Hillary.
Well, I take some nice portions because I found that on these expeditions you never know where you're going to find food, so you take advantage when you have it.
Indeed. Basically, it's just going to be the captain predicts they may have to do some weaving around some cloud formations as it's the start of the rainy season.
Oh, okay.
But we should make it to the port without too much trouble.
I think Saf smelling it as it goes past her. She's like, alright, I think I'm done. And she's gonna go back to the room.
He begins to glob out lots of the sauce onto his dried sausages, and there are chunks in it.
She doesn't even stick around for that. She's gone.
All right. Cece. Saffron. Make resolve rolls, both of you.
$18.
Loading. $19.
Okay. Cece. Theo's gone. Or Theo. Ambrose is gone.
Hmm.
That's what's been missing. It's the 4th day now. The evening.
Yeah, I think she keenly feels the lack of his energy. The group is quieter without him. Part of her keeps on going down to the storage area. Part of it is to talk with Al, just to keep him company like she promised. And then another part of it is also just peeking around. Maybe he managed to sneak on board before they left. She knows that this is... Even if she's feeling this absence pretty keenly, then it's worse for Saffron. And she knows that. And half of her wants to go check on Saffron. And the other half is like, but we're still arguing. So she's like holding herself back.
As you're spending time with Al, just talking, you find that I imagine that is the thing you would be talking about. Just giving him the rundown of... And then she ran up right after we told it.
Yeah. She would definitely be like... She would definitely be talking about it with him. I don't think she would ever talk about it like she's angry.
Mm-hmm.
It would be more like... upset. Upset but not angry. Does that make sense? Yeah.
As you're talking about it, you feel the need to fill Al in on the backstory. I mean, how does he know? So you explain, well, so this is the reason she was so mad and that she would go and do something like this. And as you explain it, you find that you're having to, in order to explain why she did what she did, you're having to explain it from her perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Eamon sounds worse than Theo's dad.
And she knew that intrinsically,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really something that she's ever had to like actually spell out before.
With a resolve of 18, I imagine you hold out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really think it would be the whole trip?
I mean, she tried at the beginning. was very quickly shut down. So I think that kind of steeled her a little bit more again. Maybe not the whole trip, but definitely for most of it. But she still occasionally will look over at Amira, at Saffron, and just keep an eye on her. She's still worried about her. She still cares. It's not that she ever stopped. That's why she's upset. It's because she cares.
She's been spending some time aloft on that access walkway. The thought of her standing up there with no edge, just nothing but abyss beyond and below her.
At some point during the trip, I think she would have tried to talk to the engineers.
Mm-hmm.
Just get like a rundown of how the ship works and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then once she's close enough with the engineers, she would have, tried to sneak up onto the access. Not to like sit up there, just to peek. See if Saffron was ever up there. Just make sure that she was okay.
Well, you're down in the hold with Al, and you're waiting for the shift change. And as it hits 8 bells, you're like, okay. Al has been, in your head, Al has been telling you to go and talk to her for days now, right?
Yeah.
Even though all he's done is sat there and clicked.
Mm-hmm. He's
But,
listening. She knows
yeah.
he is.
Yeah. If you're going to go check on her, now is probably the time.
Yeah. I think she gets
As
up.
you get up, and there is like a iron grate spiral staircase that goes from the cargo straight up to the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
You open the hatch and find Saffron still, like, you're just looking right up between Saffron's legs, and she's opened the hatch up to come down to talk to you. That's your 18 versus 19 result.
That's great. I love that. I love that.
She,
Hi.
seeing kind of, I think this is the first time Cece will ever, in her whole existence, see Amira a little startled. She moves back slightly, like opening the hatch, so not shutting it, but like, you shouldn't be up here.
Neither should you.
I have my cardinal shards. They'd allow me to fall down slowly. You don't have that.
I'm only up here to check on you. Seeing as you're okay, she'll, like, kind of move towards the hatch again.
I think Cece would get down maybe one step before Amira goes, I'm sorry.
Do
I
you know
know.
why?
I broke your trust. Right after I promised you I wouldn't. And like I said, I would spend forever trying to earn it back, but I don't have the energy at the moment to really try anything right now. But I'm sorry. I am. Is there something else I should be sorry for? Something I don't understand? Something I've done that I haven't been aware of that has done this? Do you think I lied about my reasoning for doing what I did?
No. I know you were telling the truth.
I was so annoyed. And I understand that you may never fully understand this, but all I've ever wanted was for him to look at me like he did when I was younger. Or like he pretended to when I was younger. And I thought, after everything he'd said in the newspapers, that he may actually slowly be coming around to the idea of me actually being his daughter again, but Theo messed that up. Not intentionally, but you didn't see the way he looked at me. The way he called me an investment. I thought some part of me believed that he was the one that saved me, that I was this street rat, living off of nothing, existing in filth when I was so young, and he picked me and gave me everything I ever wanted. I'm sorry. This isn't about me. I understand why you're not talking to me. I do. There's just nothing else I can say. I don't know how to make it up to you. Or even where to start more than I already have.
Well, for starters, you don't quite understand why I'm upset in the first place.
Explain it to me.
As simply as I can put it, Saffron, I'm upset because we could have lost you. And I couldn't have done anything to stop it. I know you're capable. I know you can handle yourself. I know you can fight and you can survive, and you have for years. But that doesn't change the fact that
Yeah,
we care about you. We love you. We want you to be safe.
I know. I do.
And that asshole father of yours, as much as you want to wish that it's going to happen, he's not going to give that to you.
I know.
And we're trying so hard to show you how much we care about you, how much we love you, how much we want you to be safe, to be happy. And you going off on your own,
I know.
do you?
It was reckless. And
I didn't. Reckless is what you do, Saffron. I will never ask you to change who you are. We never will.
I need to. All of us
Then we'll
do.
support you. But there's a difference between changing for yourself and changing because someone expects you to.
I know. I need to learn to, and I have been, to trust that you guys will have my back no matter what I do. It's a slow process. It was dangerous. and probably could have gone a lot worse if there was someone else there with me. But I should have told you, or Theo, or Hillary, or... yeah. I have to change, I have to evolve. Cece, the world is changing. Things don't feel or work the same as they used to. You can't just... I'm trying. And I know you don't need me to. That you care about me enough to not care about my recklessness, and that you accept it, but I don't want to break your trust. I never wanted to hurt you. I won't be reckless without telling you again. And I'll listen if you think it's maybe too reckless. Like I tried to make Theo listen, but obviously that didn't really work. He really did a number on my father. You should have seen the bruises. He was terrified of me. He hired a witch hunter to protect him because of Theo. Just made a bigger rift. But you're right. He was never gonna... I came here to kill him anyway, right? That's why I came back to the city. My list. You know, you are the only person that I can't stand being in a long silence with. It's horrifying.
I know.
The ship gently sways beneath you.
I don't think it's clear whether she's doing it almost protectively, but she moves closer to Cece. I would like a hug, if you're willing. If
You
not,
should
then...
probably come off the top then.
I mean, I will, but if I come down and you don't give me one, I will climb back up and jump off. Okay? So, just to be clear of this.
Okay.
I'm joking. I mean, I might, but I'm still joking. Chill.
I don't think you want to jump. It's nothing but ocean underneath us, and
You see her physically recoil at the thought of that, and she goes, "Oh, don't remind me. Right, move, I'm coming down."
she'll move.
As soon as she gets on her feet on the ship, she'll pull Cece into a hug.
She'll return it.
After a few seconds, she's crying. You feel her shoulders start to shake slightly.
She's just rubbing up and down Saffron's back. Just soothing.
She'll pull away. I'm not crying.
I am. For various other reasons, it's okay.
I miss Ambrose, but fuck this. This felt like a hell.
Yeah. You okay?
No. I've so many thoughts, and they're all negative, and I'm trying to stay positive about him and us and everything, and but I don't want to dump it on you.
What else am I here for?
Well, I'm. The creature that he fought was meant to tell him about his family, and now he's gone.
Oh.
I don't know what he said to him. I went to see one of his old friends, and they told me he's probably gone into the forests, and that's everywhere. So I don't know if he finds his family, that if he'll come back or not, because and he deserves to be happy. But it's selfish of me to want him to come back when he's found his everything. But
Sav. He's not gonna find his everything in the forest.
What if he does? All he's ever wanted was to find someone like him. I don't have claws. I can't transform into a beast.
Is it wrong of me to say that you kind of can? In your own way. He may have wanted to find someone like him physically. Someone who could transform into an actual beast with claws and horns and terrifying teeth. I don't know, I haven't looked at the stray that much. He was asleep the last time I looked at him, like, up close. But you have that energy. I'm being serious. As silly as it sounds. You are more similar to him than you realize. You two have become each other's everything. He's not gonna find that out there because you're here.
I just hope it's enough.
It will be. Have faith. Trust him. You're Welcome back.
You're so much better at this than Hillary. Wipes a tear.
Well, thanks. I do have 20 plus years of trauma on my shoulders to unload and to process through, so, you know.
She'll take her hand and squeeze it. So you've been sleeping in Theo's room.
Oh my goodness. Hillary is in there, nothing has happened.
Don't think I didn't notice. Connection is still affection.
Just have him put a sock on the doorknob.
I don't
I
know.
love you. Cece.
I love you too.
Oh, I'm so glad our fight is over because the amount of stuff I wanted to tell you. She's flirting with me. The woman up there, the barrister. She's been all over me, and I don't really know how to tell her to piss off without throwing a dagger in her face. So, perhaps you can help me with that as well.
Maybe use your words? That's an option.
You know how bad I am with that. I just fixed it with you. Using my words will just... I'll end up blurting out that I think she's hot. See? And then that's not gonna go very well, is it?
I mean, she is hot, so...
She is.
Fine.
Just... When you see it, just validate me in the fact that she's actually doing it, because I feel crazy. Actually crazy. She called me precious cargo. I don't know how to feel, but it's kind of, I don't know, I don't know.
Fine. I'll keep an eye and see if the woman is in fact flirting with you.
I'm so glad this trip is almost over.
But we still have the return trip.
Don't remind me, I'll swim. Never mind, I won't swim. I will...
I was about to say.
I'll take the train back. Take me a month, but I'll get there.
I mean... a month. Or a week with a hot woman. I don't know about you, I think that's what I'd choose.
Despite my fears of the Amber's situation, I'm not gonna
I know.
although she is really hot, but he goes above that. He transcends hotness into something else.
I don't need to know.
Yeah, just as I
Too
don't.
much.
It's okay. I won't say anymore.
The two of you get a disdainful look from Hemingway.
There really
Is this
is
Ambrose?
a seagull with a bow tie.
No.
Out of character. Have you changed Ambrose into a fucking flying pelican? You freak.
There really is a seagull with a bow tie on board.
Yes, he dumped a bunch of fish at my feet this morning. His name is Hemingway.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought that Theo was seeing things when he mentioned that this morning, but I guess it's real. Okay.
She like looks at Hemingway and kind of goes, "Who's a good boy?" and see if he does it again.
Oh my gosh.
Does what? Sorry?
Open his mouth and pour out fish.
No, he's on his way to go catch more fish.
Oh, so she kind of pets him.
Okay.
Like pat, pat, pat.
He looks at you sort of confusedly and then slowly opens his beak
Oh,
and then tries to see if he can fit your arm in his beak.
That checks out.
she'll grab his beak and shut it, and then hold his face close. I won't call you a good boy again if you keep acting like this. She's holding his beak like this.
There is no thought behind his eyes whatsoever.
No, there is none.
She rolls her eyes and kind of stands back up. Animals.
You let him go, like he totters.
Smile.
He totters up the stairs, but stops for a moment to turn around and try and see if he can eat your leg. And when he can't, he runs away.
I don't know what their attraction is to me. I've never been quite fond of them, but seemingly they're everywhere.
He does also try and eat a barrel when he gets upstairs.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder if we could fill him with gunpowder and drop him somewhere.
Whoa!
Sorry, that's intrusive thoughts. My bad.
Theo,
Yes.
you
Yep.
hear a noise from in your room. Sir Hilary, make a resolve roll with disadvantage for me.
Resolve disadvantage.
Is Hillary drunk? Is Hillary drunk again?
Okay.
No judgment.
It's going to be a 4. Look like that's. I can't believe I rolled lower than that.
It has been over 4 days.
My second roll was a 5, so 4 is my lowest.
It's been over 4 days, and you have had to sit here while your daughter is at home.
Yes.
Your pregnant wife is at home.
Yes.
Party can't take care of your daughter.
Yeah.
And
I have
you are
testosterone
on.
and youthful hormones across the room.
Yeah, but you're sitting here with this, like, anxiety building up in the back of your head.
Oh.
Because you're going out here on Imparty's word, looking for something, and she hasn't been into South Indara in a little while. You're hoping it's there, you're hoping it helps, you're starting to wonder how much you're just grasping at straws here. And you also know what the only other solution is. You've done it once before. How does Hillary cope with this? You have
Alcohol.
all of okay, I was about to say you have alcohol, you have all of the scientific equipment here. So like it could be like a busy, like, trying to organize and reorganize things to, like,
Well, yeah, I'm going to habitually clean my guns and check the
Gotcha.
ammunition, check the inventory. But as soon as that gets old, which for 3 days, I imagine it would get old, we open up the booze.
Make an endurance roll for me.
Endurance. That's almost as bad as resolve, as I recall. Where's endurance? Where did my endurance go?
It's one of the first ones.
Man,
Or the red ones.
Resolve. There. Okay, actually, it's not too bad. All right. Here we go. It's a. Waiting for the result.
Could be yellow.
Oh, it's a dirty 21. 17 plus 4.
All right. Theo.
Once again, my constitution comes through and I don't feel a damn thing. Which is why I drink.
Yes.
You see the definition of a high-functioning alcoholic. He is all the way through a full brandy. And he is just expertly field stripping his hunting rifle and putting it back together.
Cleaning each part, too. Let's not
Yeah.
forget that. 3 or 4 times I've done this just the last 6 hours.
I will cross the room towards him. Haven't you done this several times already?
Yes, I'm trying to find someplace to focus. I need to get past what's happening at home. I was hoping this would be relief, and I find myself more anxious than ever about my daughter. My wife is going to have a baby. My daughter is going to be affected the rest of her life unless I can do something. And is this what I need to do? I don't know.
He'll nod nervously. And he'll jerk his head towards, like, the bottle.
That's a good idea.
He'll pour himself, he'll find, there'll be a glass somewhere, he'll pour himself a glass and sit down. The last time you went there, were your children born yet, or? This was
It took me, the last time I came to South Endara, it took me 10 years to recover from the ill effects of my last running battle with these damn monsters. And I'm going back into it again, and I don't know if it's worthwhile to do it. I don't know. I'm relying upon in part day, and she wasn't there. We had to have a fight in order to protect my family. There's just so much going on, so much happening, and this, I hope, is the solution that I can save my daughter from a lifetime of what I've been through.
Then you're not making a mistake if you're doing this to save her. That can't possibly be wrong, and we're here. You're not alone this time.
But Lavinia is going to have a baby. Hopefully, you never know that's going to.
I know.
And what if I'm not there? What if the creature's coming in and I'm not there?
Well, I don't know her particularly well, but she seems tough.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Lavinia
Especially
is
when
very
it
tough.
comes to her babies.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can I get an insight check or intuition check on Hillary, please? I just want to see, like, how badly this is really affecting him, or if it's kind of a show with the alcohol and intuition. So 21.
Okay, I will roll persuasion, which I'm terrible at, by the way.
Oh no. Oh, nice.
Oh, I got a 17 for persuasion.
Not enough. Ha ha ha.
Ah.
Ha ha ha. What's he feeling?
Am I good to
Hi,
talk?
Luca.
Hello. I'm here to listen.
Cool.
How dare you?
How very
Oh, my bad. I'll leave. I'll find the door.
No, you're back here now.
No, I'm joking.
There's no door.
Oh. You have to cut the burger in half to leave, however the bit goes.
10,000 fucking pigeons. Eat this man.
Alright, I'll mute. I'll let you guys continue.
Like, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly is Hillary freaking out right now? Is what Theo's trying to discern.
About 8.5.
Oh, that's pretty high. That's
Yeah.
pretty high. He's gonna knock back his glass, and then top himself off again, and top off Hillary's glass too.
Thank you.
And he's just gonna look at him with a little bit of sadness, but also a little bit of hope in his expression. What's it like? Not South Indara, but being married, having a family.
There's a weight on your shoulders every single day. Are you going to be enough? And I have taken upon myself. I harmed my daughter. I didn't check the damn case. We took it back to the mansion. I should have checked. I should have realized that she's a child, that she's curious, that she would take that crystal.
Well, Hillary, he'll like put a hand on his shoulder. And I know this might not mean anything coming from me, but it's done. All you can do is try and remedy what's happened. And
Yeah.
the best way to do that is with a level head.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a lot easier with alcohol. There's a lot easier.
I'm not criticizing the drinking so much as the rumination. Ruminating on it, thinking about what you could have done.
Well, you asked me about being a parent. The big thing about being a parent, you can't say you don't care anymore. You just can't do that. You can say, I don't give a fuck anymore. You can't do that. You can't walk away and just say, I don't care. Because you do care. You care so deeply because they're a piece of you. They're part of everything that you've loved in life. And I made a horrible mistake. I'm trying to fix it, and I feel like I'm going into the maelstrom. I feel like I'm walking in the middle of a huge storm that I hope I walk out of, and I hope I walk out of successfully and help Agnes and my wife and forgive me.
I'm sure she will. Anyone with eyes can tell how much she adores you. But like anyone, she's probably scared.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
she's got...
But I'm not there to say it's going to be okay. I'm not there to hold her and say, I'll be back. I'll be stronger than ever, because I've always been the strong one, and I'm here in the middle of being nowhere.
We're gonna get that herb. And we're gonna get back. And we're going to save her. If I have to make it so by sheer force of will, then that's that.
Thank you, Theo, for sitting here and talking with your old fool of a roommate.
Old fool never. It's fun. It's been fun, this journey, other than, you know, the looming anxiety. I'm actually happier than I've been in quite a long time,
Yeah.
despite
I
everything.
yeah, I remember when I was courting Lavinia. The feeling of warmth that you have at the time. I should think more about that, you're right. I think because that's what I'm protecting. I'm not yeah. Focus on that. Yeah.
He's going to take another... He's going to finish his second... whatever it is that he's drinking, brandy or scotch or whatever. Finish another one. Put the glass back on the table. How... And at this point, he's like thinking of any way possible to kind of distract him from this inner torment that Hillary is going through. How did you ask Lavinia to marry you?
You know, it's one of those grand plans that just run astray. I had such plans of how romantic it would be, and I always have trouble with what's in front of my nose, more so grand planner without seeing things that are right in front of me. Lavinia once told, Lavinia, she's a daughter of one of the richest families in our country. And I was just a college professor. I didn't think that I deserved her. Well, she shared with me what made me different than every other guy that she'd ever courted her. She told me I never lied to her. That's why she fell in love with me, because she could trust me. And I blew that trust letting Agnes get in the box.
It's impossible to avoid every possible circumstance. But I understand. I can't possibly imagine it, really. I've never gotten to that point. And I know a thing or two about having a girl who's way out of my league, if that consoles you at all. And if anything, it's probably...
I chuckle because, Theo, you really underestimate yourself. You really do underestimate yourself. You come from a wealthy family that you reject many of their stupid ways. And I've come across a way of honestly portraying yourself that I think is truly admirable. And I think Lucy recognizes that. Recognize your genuineness. And that's what she is attracted to. Don't underestimate yourself. I mean, here you are sitting with a guy trying to get drunk, and you're helping me start to feel better.
Well, that's probably mainly the drink. But I'll take credit for some of it.
There you go again with that understated genuineness. Trust me. I've been jumping into the drink more than I should have the last 10 years. It doesn't solve anything. It just numbs your feelings. Because sometimes numbness is the best you can hope for. But you're right. I have something at home that's worthwhile protecting, and dwelling on the past. I should dwell on the good things in the past, not the bad things. We're looking at, I've been speaking to the captain. There's possibility of armed troops that we may be facing in our landing site.
Oh,
There's something else to worry about.
did he?
That's more
mention
pressing
why?
than worrying about what may or may not happen by the time I get back. We got lots to worry about the next few days. I really should be focusing on what we're facing, what's in front of my nose. That's always what I forget to do, is what's in front of my nose instead of other things.
Well, that's okay because I happen to be very good at seeing things that are also right in front of your nose and not in front of your nose with my other sight. I'll focus on that. You focus
right.
on finding that
That's right. It's a great point, because you were the one. I never thought of using Eldritch Magic until I saw some of the things you could do. I was mainly focused on the Primal Magic, and I realized that the flip side of that coin, the Eldritch, actually does have some benefit. Because now with my Hunter sight, I have the same or something similar to what you have.
Takes some getting used to, but
Yeah. But
I know you want. I know that saving Agnes is the priority here
yes, it is.
for everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure that I could do it without you and the rest, without CC, without Saffron, even Ambrose if he were to show up again. I know we'll see him again. That stray doesn't go too far. He doesn't stray away. He may call himself a stray, but he's not.
Definitely not. He likes his creature comforts, including, the house that he just inherited.
Oh yes, but I don't think
And
it's the
hot
house
chocolate.
that brings him home. I think Saffron is his home, no matter where she might be. You'll find her.
The first time I joined this group, I met them both together.
Oh, did you?
It was at this god-awful carnival thing. And I was overdressed, and they wandered over. And even back then, I could see it.
Oh, yeah. It took a bit of pushing, prodding, and tripping Ambrose to get him to move closer to her, but he eventually got the message.
Yeah, I really hope for her sake that he does come back.
I don't need to hope. I know he'll be back. He's loyal. That's one thing about canines. Their loyalty is what defines them.
I mean, I'd be perhaps a little more careful calling him a canine when he's around, but...
Yes, but that canine has saved my life 2 or 3 times, so I feel very comfortable describing that. That's what he calls a stray. That stray is literally Ambrose with claws, fur, and a big teeth. And I'd be honored to fight with that canine anywhere.
You know what?
And I wish he was here with us.
Same goes for that.
Yes, well,
it's been a
it's too bad he wandered off, but he'll
turn up.
His way home. Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I hope.
But
on our return from here,
yeah,
he'll be sat in the kitchen with Charles, hot chocolate in hand, maybe.
Yes.
Unless he can somehow find some other way to get here. If he even can.
I've seen, there's magic in them, our hills. More so than I'd ever imagined earlier in my life. I was a man of science. Now I'm a man of superstition in science.
how accurate "there's magic in them thar hills" is to sum it up. I fucking hate that. It's so correct.
Literally. 2, and he'll raise his glass to seeing Ambrose again.
Here.
Chink chink, drink. I'm just gonna go and get some air.
I need to get some air too. I hesitate to go on deck, but that's what. Maybe I can stick my head out the portal and just get some air because it's getting a little stuffy in here. I'm getting a little bit too much within my own head. I need to get out of my head.
Nothing like fresh air to do that.
So true.
Hillary,
So true.
if you speak to Celestine, just maybe don't mention what I asked you about. You know, I don't want to scare her off.
Yes, I understand.
Thanks. See you later. He'll
All right. After he leaves, I will wait 2 minutes to go myself. I'm looking for a portal to stick my head out, or if I need to go up the stairs.
No, you can. There are windows.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a few deep breaths, bringing the drink down, and looking out at the clouds, trying to visualize what the heck we're going into right now.
Theo.
Oui.
Make a lore or science roll concerning the stars.
Law or science. Science is better. I 14.
They say that different stars are on different spheres, crystal spheres that ring the cosmos. That they turn like pinpoints. And if you watch them long enough, you can see them drift.
I think he'd try not to overthink it. He's been trying to keep his thoughts simple on this journey, otherwise he'll just get so anxious that he'll throw himself overboard. But he'll try and do a little sketch of the night sky and try and capture that.
If we were sat on that deck and looking up at the night sky, those of us who know a little bit about astronomy would go, huh. The galactic rim, that streak of stars that is looking at the Milky Way edge on, because we're in the Milky Way, right? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's, in this world, kind of smeared and zigzagged. Congratulations, by all appearances to our modern eyes, this would look like a planet that exists in the middle of a pair of galaxies that are colliding.
Whoa.
That's...
And will be doing so for several billion years until they eventually merge.
That's cool as fuck.
Cool.
Can I roll to draw that? Just to see how good it is? And how well I capture it? I'm going to try my very best. I don't know what you want me to
Make
roll.
a perception roll for me.
Oh, I suck at perception. Wah. Oh, that's not too bad. 15?
Okay. Alright, just a moment. You are sketching out the stars that you see, the major constellations, the equatorial ring. That's the band of stars that goes across the sky, the stars and dust that glow in the night. The meridial ring, the one that's at an angle to it. And you have a moment where you're sketching a star and you look back up to it and it's not there. And then it's suddenly there again.
I think at this late hour and a couple of drinks down, he'd kind of put that down to lack of sleep or a trick of his eyes deceiving him.
It happens to 2 more stars that then appear at once.
So they appear and then they go away and then they appear again?
So the stars are there, then they disappear, and then they reappear. They're right next to each other.
I will watch for I'll stop sketching and just watch and see
You
if there's
see
like a pattern to it.
a couple more stars just beyond those disappear and then reappear. And slowly, as the shapes move against the galactic rim, the equatorial ring, you can spot some silhouettes.
Is Lex right? Above table, obviously.
In references.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I completely blanked out then. It is a plane! It's a plane! How far away is it?
A good ways away. And you can at last just barely start to hear them. There's a call out from Lewis. Twin wings. Twin wings on the line. And we're going to take a break for a little bit.
Ah!
Answer my question, Mark. Which side? Is it port or starboard?
Dead ahead.
Oh, fuck you.
Ah!
Cheater! Cheater!
Fuck. Fuck. Wait, is it flying, like, in front of us, going our direction, or is it coming towards us?
It's coming towards you. They are
Of course
coming
it's coming
towards you.
toward
There's
us.
at least 3.
He's a game master.
I guessed it.
Just imagine
I-
worst
yeah.
case scenario
I guessed
is going to happen.
It's cool. It's cool. We've got this.
Do
Got
we?
this.
We've
We
got
have
this.
no. I mean, we have guns, sure, but they probably have guns too. We have no real cover.
There'll be cover on the ship, right? At least something. There'll be
However-
improvised cover.
If they could shoot us down very easily by popping the balloon.
Hey, I think Saf's gonna be reckless as well.
No.
I have an idea.
Goodness.
But yeah, I actually thought that Val was here when I said that, and then I just realised that they were not, and I'm like, oh shit, okay.
No.
But for
I
reference,
don't
they
know.
were just talking about family and stuff because Hillary was freaking out
Mhm.
about the fact that his daughter's ill and his wife is pregnant and he's traveling halfway across the world. From
Yeah, why would he be
them
freaking out about
well.
that?
Yeah, why? I don't know. And the fact that the last time he came to these cursed lands, he was never the same. Yeah.
He didn't have us last time, though. He had himself.
No, exactly. That's what I was trying to put across. I was like, you were alone last time, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got Oopie Goopie.
I got my buddy Theo.
General Munchkin Man, Oopie Goopie, and Larry.
Oh my god.
Larry is Ambrose in this
Gang.
situation.
No, Saffron is clearly Larry.
Yeah, Saffron is Larry.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, just like
Larry's
hands
the scary one.
Larry.
With the daggers.
Man.
Blood-soaked Larry.
You know, you're terrible at Iranian character. You know that, Lex? I kept looking at you what you were doing.
Listen. I
You
wasn't
are the
in
only
character.
other person.
I wasn't in character, so I
You are
wasn't
also-
acting.
You are also the only other person with your camera on right now, so of course she's gonna see your reaction and you're gonna see her reaction and you're just gonna feed off of each other.
I giggled so loudly. I was like, haha, he can't laugh. I'm laughing harder. I laughed for you. It was a thing, I promise. It was funny. It was an intimate moment between Theo and Hillary, and I ship it. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I know what you're doing. Oh yeah.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Looks like a teacher-student relationship to me. Just saying.
Like, Theo genuinely, and you know what, like, when he asked Hillary, like, what's it like being married and, like, having a family, like, that came from a place of genuine, like, curiosity and, like, longing because, you know,
Yeah.
he pictured his life being very different right now. He pictured himself in the same position as Hillary right now, married, couple of kids. It never happened. And now he's like, oh, but there's this other person that I think I'm falling in love with even more. And scary. I just love that Hillary is like the just staple father figure in the group.
Yeah, the daddy.
Someone play that George Michael song right now. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. I love Hillary so much. Legendary.
So what does Luca think? I'm curious of what our spectator thinks now.
Yeah.
Thanks of what? Sorry, I've had a long day and I'm just listening and chilling out. But please, I was listening enough to know what was happening with as little
Did you
confidence
like
I have.
it? Did you like it? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Great.
Yeah.
You missed
I did
my
enjoy
stellar
it.
acting. Me and Val's amazing acting
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, I think Val was great. Val was great.
Yeah.
I was also almost crying the entire time, so that might have
Me
been
too,
why.
sis. You're crying. We did so well.
Reality was passing over the veil.
That conversation hit a little too close to home today.
Oh, a
Tiki.
hint?
Yeah. I wish I could help, my love. Give me your address.
I'm not gonna give you my address.
Give to me now.
No. I'm not giving you
I
my
have
address.
I have fucking Phoebe's address, and I send her chocolates every time she says she's sad.
That's crazy.
I sent
That's
her,
real though.
I sent her chocolates and a dice set, and then I sent her recently like a toast plush, and then chocolates as well, because she said she was upset, and I was like, "Happy birthday, baby girl."
That's cute. Yeah, no, you're not getting my address.
We'll find it.
We'll find
Mark-
you. Yes, we will.
Mark refused to give me his address for a while. I have it now.
Uh-oh.
I haven't sent him anything, but I think about sending him like a letter being like, "I'm gonna get you." Just I'm gonna get you. Just that, nothing else.
Crazy.
He'll know it's from me.
Stalker call.
I know where you live, Luca. We're living together next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the most depressed I've ever heard.
I know, it's from the Stalker call previously. It was a bit
You
up part with
invited
it. Also,
me.
I'm so distracted because every time Lex speaks, your camera flashes up, and it just keeps making me think of that video with the guys in the dun. He goes, hey, hey, hey. That's all I can see.
Oh god.